day is fast approaching, and I'm happy to say everything is still heading in the right direction. When you're taking on a challenging event like the Arc of Attrition, you really do have to be physically and mentally prepared for that challenge ahead, because you know, running 100 miles on the Cornish coast path in the depths of winter is definitely not an easy undertaking. But I have to say it, really looking forward to that challenge, looking forward to getting out there in the thick of it and digging deep and trying to get back to that finish line and pick up my buckle, fingers crossed. We are going to be bringing you along on another awesome training run today on a different section of the Arc route, and I have to say it, sitting here, it is howling outside, so we have got some proper Arc weather conditions. So I'm going to finish off packing up my race vest because we are carrying a full mandatory kit today, and we'll see you guys out on the trails. Welcome back, folks. I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure, and you join me pretty early in the morning, actually sheltering in Richard's car from the wind and the rain outside. We've come down to Poldhu Cove and it is going to be our last long run before the Arc of Attrition. I think it's going to be pretty challenging out there. We've had heavy rain all night, so it's going to be very interesting underfoot, and we're going to be running a 20-mile section of the route from Poldhu all the way to Penzance train station. So I've got a few things to test along the way, but I think I better get out, brave the elements and join the lads. So we just dropped down to Church Cove. It was a proper battle from the car there up the hill. The wind is gusting super strong, so the plans for today is I put the route on my watch just to test out the navigation feature. Going to have the GPX of the Arc on the watch for sure, and testing out some different footwear for the race. And I've set my watch with 30-minute nutritional alarms just to practice the old nutrition plan for the Arc. Lots of things planned for this run, but yeah, it's going to be bracing, proper Arc training weather today, which is good. It's going to toughen us up for the big day. It's definitely challenging conditions out here. The wind is blustery, probably blowing about 50 miles an hour, proper wet and muddy and slippy underfoot, so perfect long run conditions. And it's awesome to start in the darkness with a head torch on and run as the sun comes up. I love it. So great to be out here, loving life at the moment. I better run ahead, catch the boys up.
Under. I know we're going somewhere, into the danger zone. It all points right to that.
Okay, so we're about 5 miles into the run. We've just made it across the infamous Loo Bar on that horrible soft shingly sand, and we've had the first hailstorm of the day, and it was pretty painful, wasn't it, Luke? Coming across there with the wind blowing, hail hitting us in the eyes. Wasn't pleasant, but like I said before, this is what we might get on the day, so it's good training. We're just running down the hill into Port Leven, so this is where the first sort of major checkpoint is. So I'll show you where it is when we go through the town. So we're just taking a little bit of shelter, not because we're soft or anything, but because obviously it's hard to film and the camera gets wet. That's my excuse anyway. But yeah, hailing at the moment and it hurts. So we just ducked into this archway at Porthleven, and don't worry, we'll be carrying on running in a minute. So as we make our way around the harbour, you can see the church in the distance there. This is where you need to turn right, and you're going to be heading off down this road here to the major checkpoint. Mud crew will have valets here pointing you in the right direction so you don't get lost. So you do have to go off the route for a bit to get to that main checkpoint, but it's worth it. There'll be lots of hot food there, lots of people to help you out, and then obviously you need to head back down and make your way through the harbour again. So it's not too far off the route, but like I say, it's worth a visit. Get some hot food in, fuel up, and then you're heading off to Penzance on another pretty tricky section of coast path. But again, we just had that real heavy hailstorm. Nice bit of shelter, but the harbour's looking lovely now. It's a bit stop and start when it comes to the weather, so the wind's died down a bit now, but every now and again it'll pick up and we'll get them heavy hailstorms, which are pretty challenging to say the least. But this is Porthleven, the beautiful town of Porthleven, so always nice running through here. Although it'll probably be dark when we come through here in the Arc, so we won't see a lot of it, but never mind.
I wanna go there someday. I know we're going somewhere, into the danger zone. It all points right to that. I set myself aside, lead the way on this trial. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change. I know we walk for days.
So we got Richie out with us today. Welcome to the channel, Rich. How you doing?
All right, thank you, yes.
Training been going well?
I think so,
Yeah.
I think so.
Feeling confident and positive?
Yes, I am. Confident, positive.
What is this? This is your... How many times have you taken it on? Is this...
Well, this time will be my fourth time on the start line.
And what's your history? Tell the viewers your glorious history.
Well, at the moment it's 2 to the Arc of Attrition and Mud Crew, 1 to me.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah,
I've got a little bit of a battle to bring it to even this year.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Level up the score.
You've got to level it up this year, mate. 100%.
Yeah.
But you've been running well, training well. You've been
So yeah.
You've been consistent, haven't you?
Consistent, yes.
Yeah,
definitely. We'd all like to have done more miles. We'd all like to have challenged ourselves more, but
you can never have done enough miles. That's what you think, anyway, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely.
No, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good year, mate. I can feel it in my bones. Wowzers! We're just stopping to get some nutrition in. We just had a real heavy squall pass over. You can probably see it in the distance. Coming down and descend, the wind and the hail, the rain hitting you in the face was crazy. Some of the strongest wind I reckon I've felt on the coast path. So strong. I won't put my coat on. I haven't put my coat on yet. I've been in the SOAR winter gloves. I've got their new arm warmers and their waterproof gilet, and it's been working really well, but I think it's time for a coat if this weather continues. That's more like it.
It is nice.
Now we're ready for the elements. In typical British weather conditions, I've got my jacket on. Now we got blue sky and the sun's coming up. Although it's still offering a good barrier against this strong headwind, that's for sure. We're just dropping down to Pra Sands. Sea is looking super choppy, super rough. This is going to be the first proper test out for the nano rain jacket from SOAR, fully tape seam jacket. So again, going to be rocking this in the Arc. Nice fit, feels proper good, super technical. And I've also got Salomon's S-Lab Genesis on my feet, so I've been wearing it for my last few trail runs. Obviously we've done a first impressions on the channel, but I haven't got a long run in it yet, but the shoe's feeling really comfortable, so I thought I'd pop it on today just to see how it handles those sort of wet, muddy conditions, and it's actually doing way better than I thought it would. Hasn't got that much of an aggressive outsole, so I thought it'd really struggle in the mud that we got on the coast path at the moment, but it's doing pretty good. So I think I'll definitely be popping the Salomons in with my support crew, along with a lot of other shoes, that's for sure. So just leaving Penzance, pretty tough conditions to film in with all the heavy downpours, and I've seen a lot of people on social media asking, is the course muddy? Well, this will give you some sort of idea. It is super muddy, super slippy and pretty challenging. So a quick pit stop, John's getting some calories in, he's sticking to his plan, he's doing a good job. Lukey just got some grit in his shoes, so he's getting it out. Top tip, out on the arc, you get anything in your shoes, deal with it straight away. Don't let it fester, don't let it cause you any bigger problems. Nothing worse than that. So easy to run along and think, oh, I'll take it out in a minute, I'll sort it out in a minute. Just stop, get it out, and then carry on running. Always the best option. So we're between Penzance and Marazion. Always a tricky section this. Always muddy, always slippy. You've got some quite steep steps to deal with up and down. And this is where you definitely want a decent luggy trail shoe, because it's a bit of a bog fest. This is always an interesting part of the route, especially if you're reasonably tall. You've got to duck down, get through all these bushes, and it goes on for quite a long time. It really gets the old hamstrings burning. Oh, I've forgotten how awkward it is. Okay, we've just hit a very muddy section off camber, and maybe these S-Lab Genesis aren't giving me enough traction. After you, John, go on mate, get stuck in. So again, anyone asking on social media, is the course muddy? The answer is yes. It's winter on the coast path, of course it's muddy. So there's been a bit of a filming blackout back there because the weather has been horrendous. Proper heavy, windy, rainy conditions. So we've made it out onto the hard stuff. So we're on the tarmac, dropping down into Marazion. Slightly better underfoot conditions at the moment, a little bit less fatiguing. And we're all moving well. About 16.5 miles down, so only 3.5 to go. We're going to pick up the coast path down in Marazion and then run along the front. Hopefully it's not too windy along there. It might be a bit of a nightmare, but we're getting this done. Last long run for the Arc. So how you feeling, John?
Yeah, not too bad. It's tough day.
Yeah, you feeling better than the last long run though?
Oh yeah, miles better.
John really struggled with the last long run. He was tight in his lower back, hamstrings. He's had a bit of treatment. Went and seen the brilliant Paul Coker. Got some exercises, he's been doing them, and it was feeling a little bit negative about the whole thing, weren't you, after the last long run. But he's back strong, moving well again, so onwards and upwards to the 27th of Jan.
Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
There we are, boys. Penzance train station. We've got 19.5 miles in our legs, and we are back to where we dropped the car off. Well done, boys. Well done, Richie. Good one, man.
Easy.
Good effort. Well done, Lukey. Well done, mate. And John is just coming into the car park, so we all made it back in one piece. Another positive long run before the big day. Just get it right this time. Okay, so that is the last long run done before the Arc of Attrition. It was a great test out there today, really challenging weather conditions. We took a hammering and the GoPro took a hammering, so well done GoPro, you did a good job. I'll have to dry it off when I get home. Really good to test all the kit out, jacket performed really well, the gloves, arm warmers, everything works really good out on the route. So I think we need to get some warm clothes on, get dried up, and we'll get back to the studio and we'll give you a full debrief. That's a bit better, so wash the kit, it's all clean now. I've had a nice warm shower and thawed out a bit, and what an epic run weather-wise. They were some super tough conditions, so sorry I didn't capture as much B-roll footage of the stunning route out there today, but it was hard enough just to stay on your 2 feet, let alone capture it on a GoPro. We must have had wind gusting up to 60 miles an hour at times, and we kept getting these heavy sort of downpour of hail showers that were just smashing into our faces, so it was really tough, but perfect conditions for our last long run before the big day, and I personally think it was exactly what everybody needed. We've actually been very lucky out on there on those long runs when it comes to the weather, and we've run in some stunning conditions, but I really do think today was a proper Arc reality check, because that's more like the weather that we're going to get come race day. We managed to do what? Just shy of 20 miles with 4,000 feet of elevation, so a great test for body and for mind, but also a great test for all the kit that I'm going to be using in the race. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I ran with a full mandatory kit list, apart from the little red flashing LED light that you've got to have on your pack. I think it's a really good thing to do, is get out there with a full mandatory kit if you can before the race. Really happy with how all the kit performed in those conditions. So I started out on the run with SOAR's winter gilet, their arm warmers, and a pair of their winter gloves. Super happy with that system. You know, if you've followed the channel for any period of time, you'll know that I love running during the winter time in a gilet and arm warmers, because I think it's a great system, and it makes it a lot easier to sort of regulate your body temperature than when you're wearing a jacket. The winter gilet, great bit of kit, it's waterproof, so even when them proper heavy driving showers came in, it gave my core a really good level of protection. However, as the weather started to dip even more and get worse, I definitely needed to pull out that SOAR Neo rain jacket, and I was really happy I had it with me. It was actually the first time I tested out the jacket in the type of weather conditions that it's been designed for. Have to say it, great fit, super comfy to run in, and it felt nice and breathable, which is a really hard thing to achieve with a running waterproof jacket. But most of all, it had that great fitting adjustable hood with a substantial peak on it, and that hood was definitely needed when those heavy and quite painful hailstorms came in. So the kit all passed the test today, and I have to say it, so did the nutrition. So over the last few weeks we've been testing out some products from Precision Fuel and Hydration, and I have become a big fan. The gels go down really well, nice and easy to consume, and you've got 30 grams of carbs in there, and like I mentioned before, the chews are just like eating Turkish delight, which I love. So these are a proper treat while you're out there on a run, and I look forward to the time when I come to opening a pack up and eating the chews. The guys at the company seem to know their stuff, but they also seem to care about their product and their customers. And they've actually got some great free, very useful, helpful advice on their website, including a completely free sort of hydration and nutrition planner. So all you have to do is go along, put in some details about yourself and about the event that you're taking on, and then they'll send you a sort of hydration and fueling plan for that event. It'll highlight how many sort of calories and electrolytes you need to get in the system over an hour throughout the duration of the event. They recommended for me that I take a gel or a chew sort of every 30 minutes. So that'd give me about 60 grams of carbs over the hour. Seems like a lot, but when you think about the amount of calories that you're burning across the course of an event like the Arc of Attrition, you definitely have to get those calories back in the system. My energy levels were high all the way through to the end and just very consistent, so no sort of peaking or troughing when it comes to energy. And believe me, consistency is key when it comes to energy levels. So if you're a sort of runner who struggles to find nutrition that works or struggles to know how much to take, then I definitely recommend going along to Precision Fuel and Hydration's website. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check it out in a bit more detail. Okay, so that is the bulk of the training done. So we're just going to keep the body moving now until the big day. No more long runs, lots of body maintenance stuff. So rolling, stretching, massage, etc. All the good stuff, the things that as runners we tend to neglect. The next episode on the series is going to be a more detailed look at my nutritional strategy for the race. So we're going to look at what I'm going to be eating, what I'm going to be drinking along the way, and break that down in a bit more detail. Without a doubt, when you're running races like the Arc of Attrition, if something's going to let you down, it's going to be your stomach. You know, nutrition is so hard when it comes to running long distances, and you can have the best plan in the world and it can still go horribly wrong on the day. So I think it's good to have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, and so on. But I still think it's really important to have a plan, to have an idea of what you plan on eating, what you plan on drinking, and when you plan on doing it. Also, don't forget guys that the wonderful folk from SOAR have given our viewers this discount code. So all you have to do is enter this code at checkout and you'll get a massive 15% saving off any purchases. So I just want to take this opportunity again to thank the sponsors of this short series. So friends of the channel, FENIX, they make some wonderful running head torches, some super bright handheld torches, brilliant quality, bomb-proof products. So if you are looking for a lighting solution, they are definitely worth checking out. And then you've got SOAR as well. They've been so supportive to the channel. They've supplied us with some awesome technical quality running kit to take on this year's race. And the Arc of Attrition is one of those races where quality kit can make all the difference. And it can really be the difference between making your way all the way along that challenging route to that finish line. So what I'll do guys is I'll leave a link in the description for both companies, and it'd be great if you went and show them some love. So that's the end of episode 3 in our short Arc series. Really hope you enjoyed it, and if you're taking on the race this year, I really hope you're finding this short series helpful. Not long to go till race day, so really hope you're taking it easy, you're relaxing, staying fit and healthy, not overtraining, and you're getting that race plan sorted out, and you're getting that mind focused for the challenge ahead. But for now guys, like I said, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting the channel. We'll be back here very soon, and as always, stay safe and keep on running. We've actually been really lucky with the weather up till now on those long runs. Also, don't forget that the wonderful guys from SOAR have given our awesome viewers this discount code. So if you enter this code at check the...
Come on, John, get your leg up.